Unfiltered podcast coming to you on December 30th, 2022. Putting this out a little later than I wanted to, but, sometimes you have priorities, work, and all those little things. And I got a couple minutes here to step in here. I'll touch on a couple of things on my mind here. First off, you can subscribe to this podcast across all podcast catchers, of course, especially the YouTube page, especially youtube.com/@Earnest Christians. Subscribe there, you get all my work that I do. Not just this show, of course, the main show, Earnest Podcast, my wrestling podcast, Take 3 Wrestling. I also appear on the Huddle Up Podcast every Tuesday, as well as my basketball show there as well, too, on that feed as well. So just check it out, please. Anyway, a couple things to touch on. Today is LeBron James' 38th birthday. It's fascinating how fast these 20 years have gone. And is LeBron the best player in the league anymore? No, I don't think he is. I don't think anybody agrees he is. But many believe he's still a top 10 player in the league. And certainly his numbers do show that. Although the productivity versus the results on the court for the team-wise is not really, does not translate. Obviously, you don't have Anthony Davis out. You have him out. He's out indefinitely. It's not going to help. You heard LeBron, 2 days ago, I think I touched on this in the last episode we did. Might have actually touched on the last episode we did. He's getting frustrated with how things are. And, LeBron tends to have those moments every year where if he's not happy with a situation or how things are going within the team, he'll send these subliminal messages here and there. And it makes sense. I understand that. Look, he's not someone that's ever asked for a trade or none of that. He's always played out his contract, honored his contracts. I think that's still one of the most underrated things about LeBron James, that he's still honored the deals he's been on, and then he leaves when those deals are done. But it's just fascinating. 38 years old, and I still wish people would appreciate this guy's what he's done for the league, for the game of basketball, and just what he continues to be a great ambassador for the sport. Now we can all agree and disagree about the politics and disagree on the other things, how he handles things sometimes. And I get that. The passive aggressive thing is a little annoying. I get that. Certainly when he left Miami in 2014, I thought the way he handled things then was a little, well, it wasn't, if the rumors are true that he was basically, icy towards Pat Riley. And yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, he's made choices for himself that he believes is right for him. I saw a rumor online that Chris Mannix, very very popular basketball and boxing analyst, media member, said that he can see the Lakers really trading LeBron James, open to trading LeBron James in the offseason. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not a bad move. If you know that LeBron, you can improve this roster moving forward, and it feels like that you're at a dead end. Like business-wise, obviously LeBron and your team is still a big deal. He still makes a lot of money, but the Lakers are all about winning. The Buss family is all about winning. Jeannie Buss has said that she wants to win. They all want to win. Obviously Russell Westbrook is an option. You want to take it out of there, but of course that has not been exercised, and by next year he'll be a free agent anyway. Anthony Davis is the other piece. I've said that they should look into trading, but that has not happened. That's not come to fruition. So whatever, we get that. LeBron is the big elf in the room. Do you trade him? I'd be open to it. If I'm the Lakers, I'm open to it, because again, if you're about winning and all that, and it's. You're not winning even with this core, and the only way you're going to shake up things in this team is moving those big pieces, and that includes LeBron James. Again, LeBron James right now at 38, while still really good, is a de-escalating player. He may have value to another team right now as a leader. Say you send him to Cleveland, back to Cleveland or something, for example. He puts him over the top. If you don't lose all those pieces, LeBron, if he's not. He plays within the confines of the system. He's puts you probably in the tops in the East, possibly. So I know. I think for the Lakers, you have to entertain the idea of trading him. I think it's something you can't take off the table. But as uncomfortable as it sounds, you still have to consider it. So, all right. What else on here? We have the college football playoffs starting tomorrow. So we have. I mean, this is the first time. Like this year, like I've said before, like I don't really care for bowl games. The bowl games normally anyway, because it's just whatever. But I will say I've kept an eye on more bowl games this year outside of New Year's Six. More this year, more than I ever have in a long time. Florida State playing last night, winning against Oklahoma. Obviously, I watched the Notre Dame game today when they beat South Carolina, and a couple of the games here I've been kind of not going to say invested, but I've actually kept more eye on. If it's on TV, I won't necessarily just ignore it. I'll just keep an eye on the game, whatever. But but it is time. New Year's Six is what I care about. Of course, mainly the two playoff games. We have tomorrow. We have TCU Michigan 2-3. I'm taking Michigan in that one. And then in Georgia, Ohio State, I'm taking Georgia in let me see these spreads real quick. I'm gonna pick these games to the spread. Okay, so you have as you know, the Orange Bowl just started today. Tennessee's up 7-0. Here we go. So right now, Michigan is a 7.5 point favorite over TCU over under 58 points. I'm going to take Michigan to slightly cover, but I'll take the under on that game. And then for the other game, Ohio State and Georgia, that line has lowered to a point now. Is down Georgia -6, over under 62.5. I'm also going to take Georgia to win that game. I actually love Georgia's game, even if it was -10. And I'll take a slight under as well too. I do think there's a fear though that with all the disrespect that Ohio State's been getting the last couple of weeks, since it was in Michigan back in late November, that maybe there's a possibility that Ohio State actually goes balls to the wall. But unfortunately, you're playing Michigan. You're playing Georgia. You're playing Georgia. So it's not like you're playing some rinky-dink school, right there. So there's that. Okay, finally, before I get out of here, I actually use Prize Picks for the first time ever last night. Prize Picks is basically a betting app where you actually can bet props on players and stats and over-unders and all that. And so what I did yesterday, because I got in the account back in August, September, but I never actually used it. I actually wanted to use it for the NBA, and I haven't touched it yet. So last night I got bored, so I decided to do a prop bet, a three-man parlay, where I put in Luka Doncic to score 33.5 points, Donovan Mitchell to score under 28.5, and then I had another bet on the NFL where I had Ezekiel Elliott rushing for less than 70.5 yards, and that was a steal in my opinion, possibly, honestly, because between him and Tony Pollard sharing carries. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott getting over 56 yards a game is not very. It's almost a guarantee under. And I hit my parlay last night. I bet made a $5 bet to make $25, and I hit it. I barely got it because Don Mitchell just grazed the under by half point. I said I had Don Mitchell 28.5 under. He scored 28 points last night. Luka hit the over fairly decent. Ezekiel Elliott, of course, like I said, he was way under the number at 7.5 rushing yards. But it's pretty cool. I'm not a when I say I'm not a big gambler. I love gambling on football, and I bet parlays, and we joke around on the podcast how I'm a degenerate. I'm not really degenerate though. I'm very, when it comes to gambling, I'm very disciplined. So, and I work in the industry too, for the record. I work in the gambling facility, so I know how to balance things out, at least on my end. So I hit last night. So I'm hoping to. I might do another late night one tonight. Maybe do another prop tonight for fun. I don't know yet. I was going to try to bet LeBron over tonight on points, but I was at work, and by the time I got settled in home, the game already started. So, but anyway, that'll do it for me today on this today's podcast, Unfiltered Podcast. I might do a reaction pod after the New Year's at New Year's Eve after the games on the playoff games tomorrow. We'll see. I won't promise that, but we'll see. So till then, until the next one, we'll talk soon. And if we don't do another podcast, guys, happy New Year. Stay safe, please behave yourselves, and we will see you guys. Talk to you guys in next 24 40 hours. We'll see. All right, talk to you guys later.